Your lesson essential question is, how do the actions of the characters shape the sequence of events? You've learned how to identify the sequence of events in a story. Now we're going to be talking about the main character and how the character's actions are creating the sequence of events. You read Juanita and the Beanstalk yesterday, and you identified some of the sequence words. Let's read part of the story together, and we'll start to identify the main character's actions and how they shape the sequence of events. Juanita lived in a small, humble cottage with her mama and her pet goat, Pepe. One day, Mama said, "There's been no rain and our garden has dried up. Juanita, you must go to town and sell your goat. Use the money you get as payment to buy some food." "I don't want to sell Pepe," cried Juanita. She petted the goat lovingly, but she was an obedient girl and would not disobey her mother. Reluctantly, she took Pepe to town. On her way, she met an old man who patted Pepe kindly. So I see at first she doesn't want to sell Pepe. Reluctantly means she doesn't really want to do it, but she does it anyways. So she takes Pepe to town to sell him. "He is for sale," said Juanita with tears in her eyes. The man replied, "I have no money, but I have some special frijoles. If you plant these beans, you will never go hungry again." What does the word frijoles mean? Using context clues from this paragraph, I see that frijoles means beans, because when he talks about them again, he uses the word beans instead of frijoles. So frijoles is the Spanish word for beans. "We can barter, and I will trade you these beans for your goat." Juanita thought carefully as she considered the man's offer. He seemed caring and considerate. Certainly, he would be kind to Pepe, so Juanita finally decided to sell Pepe. She accepted the beans. So Juanita first reluctantly goes to sell Pepe. Now what does she do? So now she's accepted the beans and she sells Pepe to the man. When Juanita got home, Mama was upset with her decision. "You've returned home with no food and no money," she exclaimed. Juanita had to admit that Mama was right. All she had were 3 beans, and she still missed Pepe. Worst of all, Mama was unhappy. So now I'm seeing that Juanita's starting to feel bad. She misses Pepe, and she knows that her Mama was right. You're going to read the rest of the story on your own and identify Juanita's actions. But let's record what we talked about into this graphic organizer, so we know that Juanita is the main character. We know she reluctantly takes Pepe to be sold. Then Juanita trusts the man and trades the goat for some frijoles. After that, Juanita thinks her mother is right and she misses Pepe, so she's starting to feel bad. You're going to be drawing this graphic organizer in your notebook and completing it with the rest of Juanita's actions.